I'm going to make sure things are aligned. I'm going to bring the next signature over, align the sewing holes with the pre-punched holes, and I'm going to go into the hole directly above the last sewing station, immediately come out to the next one to the right. I'm going to keep repeating the same procedure, creating a kettle stitch here in order to align everything. Go back in the hole, come right out, repeat by going in between the two signatures that are for as many signatures as I have, and I will end by tying it off at the bottom. And it doesn't matter how many signatures, I'll just keep adding them. In this case we have a total of 6, but you can have more or you can have less as well. I like to turn the needle around as soon as I enter. Right there you can see and then I pull the thread out, being careful not to rip the spine. I'm going to in between the two signatures that are right beneath it, get the needle turned around, and I'm going to loop. Eventually when I bring the needle back around, I'm going to loop it to kind of create, well, I didn't in that case, but I should have. Another signature, we repeat the motion, bringing it out right away, putting the needle in between the two signatures right beneath it to create the kettle stitch. Sheet moves around, thread gets raveled again, and I go right back in the same hold I came out after I've unraveled my thread a little bit there. Like I said earlier, this book, or maybe I didn't say earlier, this book is about 6.5 inches tall. These are 6.5 inches tall, and it has a total of 5 sewing stations. If your book is longer or taller, you could have 6 or you could have 7. This will have an exposed spine, so you might want to sort of use as many as you think looks best on the spine. I'm coming down to the end of this station. I'm going to go back in and come out on this final sewing station. And in this case, I hope this time when I come around, I will actually loop. There it's off camera, but I did loop through it and I created one little knot. And I've tightened it, and I'm bringing the final station, the final signature, which is the cover. And in this case, it's a folded cover stock weight sheet of handmade paper. And since it's folded, I can treat it just like any ordinary signature. If it was a hard cover, the sewing is slightly different, but in this case it makes a soft cover book, and you're actually sewing the covers onto the text form or the book form. Kettle stitch is the same. Put it in underneath the signature right below, and I just turn it right around. Make sure it's tight. Re-enter the same hole. Come out in the second to last. I'm tightening the thread. You can see I'm just grabbing it underneath and just immediately turning it right around. Now I'm getting ready to finish it off, and when I come out of this final sewing station, I'm going to do the same end at the bottom, but I'm going to do 2 knots, so that by doing 2 knots it's going to be tied a little tighter. After I cut it, I could put a little dab of PVA glue or PVA adhesive right on that little knot so it won't undo. But I am going to do 2 movements around here so that the knot is permanent. As soon as this is done, I'll cut it, and your Coptic Stitch book will be bound. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck on your try.